in the quarterfinals of the PVL Reinforced Conference. This is the heart of volleyball.
Hit the ground, 느낌은 crystal clear. I got no fear. Heartbeat racing louder than a gun. 이 순간 난 already won. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. In move that we, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 두지 않아.
Good morning, PVL fans, live from the heart of Araneta City on your screens. Ranked #1 spiker as of the moment, Trisha Tubu and the Farm Fresh Foxies looking to stay at the top. Now going head-to-head with her, Lady Beast, Rachel Sotones of the Akari Chargers, determined to have a breakthrough as of today. Get set for a full day of high-stakes volleyball here inside the smart Araneta Coliseum. And we kick it off with the Farm Fresh Foxies going against the bottom seed, the Akari Chargers, followed by the Creamline Cool Smashers against the Petrogas Angels and Araneta Classico. And now for our 4 p.m. game, we have the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells going against the Capital One, the Solar Spikers. And last but not the least, to cap off our evening, we have the BLTC high-speed hitters against the Signal Super Spikers. Now we welcome you to our day 1 of the PVL Reinforced Conference Quarterfinals. Alexis Tinsay at your service together with my partner, Jamie Lavitorian, and our courtside reporter, Kyla Kingsu. Now thank you everybody for watching us, especially if you're catching us on the Pilipinas Live app or also live on One Sports Channel 6. Now it's really gonna be a long day ahead. How are things at the dugout, Kyla?
Well, they all seem to be morning people. Energy is high even at 9 a.m. and they're just very excited to be here.
Yes, you're right about that. It's really a long day and there's just so much energy and high stakes. Now, Jamie, it's the first day of our quarterfinals. Care to share to our PVL viewers our bracket?
Well, this game is very crucial for all teams because it is a win or loss game. And today, these games are crucial with the Farm Fresh Foxies taking on the Akari Chargers. And the last week's games were also very crucial in terms of positioning. Now moving forward, the winner of this game will face the winner of the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Petrogas Angels. So it's important that every player has that laser focus from start to finish, and let's see who will continue later on.
You're right on that. Now let's head on over to our first team. And they actually had their best preliminary round finish ever since they got here on the PVL.
That's right, it is the Farm Fresh Foxy. That girl, Cess Molina, has provided a lot of stability for the Farm Fresh Foxies, and not only in terms of stats, but also that leadership. And you have seen Rousseau also providing that leadership, communication that the young team needs. And of course, Alohi has been that playmaker, providing a lot of stability, activating that girl on your screens like Trisha Tubu, and she has had one of the best conferences so far. She has a lot of confidence and she will bring the Farm Fresh Foxies to victory.
And you know what? Farm Fresh hasn't gotten a semi-finals appearance. So now we are wondering, is it finally the era of a Fox, Kyla?
Well, Alexis and Jamie, these two teams are pretty young teams. As I visited them in their dugout earlier, energy was high. I said they're usually loud, and it wasn't any different today, even if that everything is at stake. Well, for the Farm Fresh Foxies, Coach Lottie was actually on the side. He was very much laser focused on preparing their game plan, their strategy, and even had manifestations and written on their board. And they told me that he barely slept this week preparing for this particular matchup. It is do or die after all. And Ellie Rousseau was quite emotional as I spoke to her. She told me she hates to have this do or die game against one of her best friends in the Philippines right now, which is Annie Mitchum of the Akari Chargers. I also got to visit the Akari Chargers this morning, and they were the same, all hyped up. Annie told me that her friendship with Ellie actually started when they were playing together in Turkey. So as soon as they got here, they met up, they had dinner quite recently. They didn't talk much about the game though, because she said they had to focus on their side to avoid a repeat of their previous game, their loss, coming from that loss. And she told me that today is all about the in-game adjustments that they will make, and they do not want to waste their campaign because they did have a really electrifying season this reinforced conference. Alexis and Jamie.
You're right about that. They played in Turkey, now they're playing in the Philippines. The friendship is solidified, but I feel like the rivalry is here intense at the Araneta Coliseum. Let's also talk about the Akari Chargers looking for their first title.
That's right, the Akari Chargers. I have to give credit to Mars Alba, that girl on the right. Because of her insertion, a lot of the players have elevated their game for Akari Chargers. Justine Hazareno has provided a lot of stability in that back, manning the back, making sure that Mars Alba does not even have to move in that setter's box. But of course, Fifi Sharma and Seth Domingo have elevated their game big time. A lot of the points are coming from that A-quick and B-quick attack that we have seen more recently this conference. And it is up to Mars Alba and Justine Hazareno to be that lead for the Akari Chargers. And let's see if they can come up with a win today.
Yeah, like what they said, the only hardware missing from Akari on their shelf is the gold. Now, Kyla, how can our PVL fans join us here on The Fun?
Yes, well, we want to say thank you to all of our PVL fans joining us on this Monday, beautiful Monday, for some volleyball action. Kaya naman, there's a live poll right below our stream on the Pilipinas Live app where you guys can answer our question of the game. And today we are asking which reinforcement will take her game to another level today. Will it be Annie Mitchum or will it be Ellie Rosso of the Farm Fresh Foxies? Again, you can answer that right below our stream on the Pilipinas Live app, or you can also join our conversation online using the hashtag PVL2025. Now, let's not keep our fans waiting. It's gonna be a long day, as we mentioned.
All right, 4 matches ahead of you. We'll have our game ready for you when we return here on One Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Reinforced Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. The heart of volleyball played inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Quezon City, Philippines. This is match number 49 of the tournament, the knockout quarterfinals match between the 1 seed Farm Fresh Foxies and their opponents, the 8 seed Akari Chargers. Introducing the two national referees officiating this match. Our first referee is Chopper Educado. Second referee, Justin Navidad. Let's now meet the starters. First, for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Setter number 1, Alohi Robbins Hardy. Outside spiker number 7, Ces Molina. Middle blocker number 9, Riza Cruz. Opposite hitter number 12, Trisha Tubu. Middle blocker number 18, Lorin Turing. And guest player from Belgium, number 19, outside spiker Eli Russo. Starting libero is number 15, Alisa Bertolano. The head coach for Farm Fresh is Alessandro Lodi. And now the starters for the Akari Chargers. Middle blocker number 2, PP Sharma. Another middle blocker number 13, Seth Domingo. Outside spiker number 16, Ivy Laxina. Setter number 19, Mars Alba. Guest player from the United States, outside hitter number 22, Annie Mitchell. And opposite hitter number 24, Ellie Soyud. Starting libero and team captain number 15, Justin Hazareno. The head coach for Akari is Tina Salak. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the
Again, good morning, PVL fans. This is your first knockout match here in the quarterfinals, and on your screens, the starters of the Farm Fresh Foxies. We have Alohi Robbins Hardy, still the playmaker here, together with the same lineup here, starting for Coach Lodi. Now, on the other side of the court, we have the Akari Chargers, and we have Domingo, Sharma, Soyud, Alba, Mitchem, Laxina, and Hazareno. Again, this is the first knockout match in the quarterfinals. Farm Fresh looking for a breakthrough against an Akari side determined to make another run to the finals. Again, they've never reached the semifinals, and we are all here curious to see if this will finally be their era. Set 1 is underway here with Molina. Alba puts it up for Mitchum. Gets that first point cross court here for the Akari Chargers.
Annie Mitchum has provided a lot of stability here for the Farm Fresh Foxies, this time targeting that cross-court spot.
Jamie, this is our first game of our quarterfinals.
Right.
What are you looking forward to here with this match?
You know, I'm just very curious as to how Mars Alba and Alohi will do the playmaking, because at this point of the conference, all the teams have been studied so far. So let's see if maybe they might try something new, maybe activate more combination plays.
You're right.
Or maybe they just might not change it up and keep it simple.
Hazareno pops it up. Laxina from the pipe. And that's going to be another point for the Akari Chargers. Make that a 3-0 run here at the start of our first set.
Perfect timing on that block from Fifi Sharma. Ellie not able to cover herself after that back row swing.
That's going to sail straight into the net, giving the Farm Fresh Foxies the first points.
No, Akari has been very steady, I would say, this conference. Mars Alba and Justine Hazareno have been the backbones for Akari. And like I mentioned earlier in the pregame, Fifi Sharma and Sed Domingo have elevated their play here in this reinforced conference.
Now it's going to be Soyud's turn. Ball is popped up, so we'll put it over to the other side. Chance here for Akari. And again, targeting the corner pocket. They're all powering through here. Early on, they set one.
That's a good spot by Annie Mitchum. She has the strength and she has the length to target corner pocket of zone 5.
Alohi to Rousseau.
Oh!
Again, we talked about how this is going to be a face-to-face.
Yes.
The reinforcements. We have a live call of the Pilipinas Live app. Who would dominate more here? Is it the Akari side or the Farm Fresh side? Long match ahead. We have 3 matches after this. Alba to Laksina.
That's inside.
They're on a roll here,
Yes.
Jamie.
That's the same spot. Corner pocket zone 5 for Ivy Laksina. And I like the report of Kyla earlier when she was saying how Annie and Ellie had dinner days prior to the quarterfinals.
But they
And
didn't talk about.
That's hard.
Yeah. They were saying things like, how's the weather? But not, how's the team?
Yeah. What are you going to order tonight?
Glad to see reinforcements having solid friendships outside of court rivalries here today. Hardy has been steady on the playmaking. Best preliminary finish so far here for Farm Fresh. Pop it up. Chats for Tubu. Saved by Mitchum. Now for Ellie.
He'll call a challenge on the pancake save of Annie Mitchum.
Boy, this is going to be our first of many challenges here for this match. Again, in that last sequence, we had a pancake save by Annie Mitchum. We're going to contest a floor touch challenge from the coaching staff of Farm Fresh.
Now her entire hand has, actually, excuse me, no part of the ball can be touching the floor in order for that to work. See this. That's still good, yes. That's a good save by Annie Mitchum. So no floor touch.
Unsuccessful challenge there for Coach Lodi and the rest of the coaching staff of Farm Fresh Foxies. One challenge down here for set number 1.
Serving for Akari.
Score is 6 serving 3.
Good receive by Ses.
Hardy to Tubo. An attempt with a down the line, but here cross court Soyud. Hardy to Rousseau! Powers that one through.
What a bullet targeting Ellie Soyud down the line, and gotta give it to Alohi. Perfect set so far. She's one of the most chill setters, Alexis, I would say, in this entire conference.
Domingo, let's not forget, when activated here by Alba, another weapon for the Akari Chargers.
We have the first activation of the middle blockers here for the Akari Chargers. Perfect reception, even better set to Sed Domingo.
Domingo, Laksina, and Mitchum, and together with Sharma, all 4 players having points here for Akari. That's going to be a free point for the Chargers, leading them to their first technical timeout.
8 for Akari, 4 for Farm Fresh.
Welcome back to the PVL. You're watching our first game for today's quarterfinals. It is the Akari Chargers versus the Farm Fresh Foxies. Set one here with everything on the line. And for the Farm Fresh Foxies, to say that their season has been historic would be an understatement. I asked them what has made the difference besides having the reinforcement, and they would say that it is their addition of a veteran in Ces Molina. I mean, you saw her in their last straight sets win. She brings presence, poise, and experience to a very hungry, ambitious team. For Ces, she says every game has been a rewarding chance to mentor, to guide, and to show that growth doesn't stop even for a vet. And her mindset today, keep learning, keep helping, and keep lifting the team. And she isn't just scoring points, she's helping shape their story one rally at a time as the team chases its first ever semifinals. Alexis and Jamie.
Thank you very much, Kyla, for that report. Yeah, it's amazing to see how it's not just the reinforcements, but the locals shine here in the reinforced conference. We've been looking everywhere for Molina, and now that she's back, she's really showing how it's like to be a Farm Fresh Foxy.
You know, and I mentioned this earlier in the pregame, it's not just her points that they need, that leadership. This is a very young team talking about the Farm Fresh Foxies, and she just provides that leadership alongside Ellie and Alohi.
Knowing Ces Molina, she is a pep talker to her teammates. Alba to Mitchum, and that's going to be unsavable on the side of her, so that's another point here. And we're going to give it to Farm Fresh. Take a look at this replay.
A delayed reaction by Rousseau here. And Coach Lodi very, you know, animated on the sideline. Kyla mentioned that he hasn't had a lot of sleep the past few weeks, I'm sure, but that just shows his passion and love for the sport.
And if indeed you are really hungry for a semifinals appearance, if I were the coach, I'm also not going to sleep.
Yes.
Battle by the net here. Ball is still kept in play.
It's a good set.
And again, it's still Mitchum here on fire for the Akari Chargers.
Gotta give it to Mars Alba for pushing that set from the right pin to the left pin. Look at that set. And Annie Mitchum targeting the same spot, zone 5.
Mitchum with 30 points last match. Rousseau with 20.
Net touch. It's a net violation on the Akari Chargers. I believe Mars Alba. Coach Tina telling her squad to relax. Of course, I'm sure emotions are high right now, but the true test is for the team who remains calm from start to finish.
It's set number 1, but their emotions here, you can see it at peak.
Tense. They're tense. Both teams.
That's gonna be a point for the Farm Fresh Foxies, ending that rally, cutting the lead now just to 2.
It's a first attack point by Risa Cruz on that slide, targeting Justine. Too strong of a serve by Trisha.
Sail out here. Another point for the Akari Chargers. We have Alba on deck to serve.
Mars Alba serving.
11 serving 8. Alohi. Molina.
It's a net violation as well by Ellie Soyud.
Back-to-back violations here.
Akari has had almost 2, I believe, net touches. They need to minimize those.
Alba to Mitchum. PT with that attempt. Now to Rousseau. What a save by Hazareno. Oh! And she takes one for the team. Playmaker herself.
That is the second point already for Alohi, just taking advantage of that free ball of the Akari Chargers. Take a look at this. Smart play.
Molina. Alba. Soyud. And that's strong, but it's in.
You know, Ellie Soyud has been improving after each conference, going for those long attacks and also those off-speed attacks and knowing when to activate what and finding a seam in between those blocks.
You're right on that. Soyud with that first point of the match.
Good hustle.
What a hustle there by Trisha Tubu. Put it up for Mitchum. Bertolano was there. Chance here for Rousseau. Back to back. Ball is kept in play here. Second attempt for Ellie. Ball is still alive. From the pipe. She has been on fire since her first point here in set number 1.
Timeout conference.
We have a timeout here from Coach Lodi.
All right, we got better. We got better. All right. Now we have to be super clear on making all the plays. Guys, on making all the plays, we remember the out-of-system pipes, we need to add blocker. Whenever we don't score, we need to be there, whatever the case may be. Okay, for tips, for third blocker intervention, okay, we need to be ready for all those. Let's go.
Reset.
Reminders for the Farm Fresh Foxies. They gotta recalibrate here, but they're only down by 3. But again, Akari has been protecting this 3-point lead ever since the start.
Annie Mitchum already with 6 points.
Alohi Tubu from the pipe sails out way too strong.
That's too wide for Trisha Tubu, and Farm Fresh needing to get one solid pass to Alohi here in set number 1.
That's going to be a free point here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. In the meantime, we still have a 3-point lead here. We have Pierre Abeliana serving for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Good serve.
Decoy play. Alohi to Rousseau.
Another
Gonna get that
net.
one.
Yep, another net violation by Fifi Sharma. Let's take a look at that one more time. I believe it's Ellie Soyud actually. The errors are slowly piling up here for Akari in terms of net violations.
That's going to sail out.
No, I feel the energy of Farm Fresh a bit too tense here in set number 1. Now, a lot of pressures on both teams. You've reached this far, and for one of the teams, it
And
could
they
be
are
their last.
eager.
Yep, and it could be their last game. Oh wow!
Easy 1-2 play there coming from Hardy herself.
Very deceiving 1-2 play by Alohi. Perfect reception by Sess.
Nobody
Take a look
read
at
that.
Like a backwards dunk.
She didn't even jump, Jamie. Pop it up for Ellie. And that's gonna cut the lead at just a single point here.
Ellie Rousseau rather, targeting the hands of Ellie Soyud. Ellie Soyud a bit too late on that block. And Annie Mitchum not controlling that dig. Good reception by Annie.
Laksina.
Still good. Ooh.
That's gonna be a 3-0 run here for the Farm Fresh Foxies, and now we are tied.
15-all here.
In the meantime, 15-all. Intensity rises here.
Good receive.
Soyud gets that off the block from Ellie. Now they're still on top here for the second technical timeout. We're still here for your set number 1 matchup. Let's talk about the main switch of the Akari Chargers and the 195 points of Annie Mitchum.
Look at the stats there, Alexis. I mean, not only with the local players helping in scoring, but Annie Mitchum, when that player or team needs that side out, she's there to pave the way for the Akari Chargers. And you would think that she would not target.
This tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastoseal. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
I was saying earlier, usually Annie Mitchum has been the target for reception, but her receive has been on point so far this game. And that set from Alohi a bit too short and low for Ellie to attack.
Communicating on the Farm Fresh side of the court. (18 serving 15). Alohi to Ellie! Down the line. As neat as that.
Now that's the set that she likes. Not too close to the antenna, but allowing her to go down the line and cross. Good set by Alohi.
Jamie, we saw her talking to Alohi
Yes.
previously.
It's very crucial that the setters know exactly what type of set their attackers like.
And that's it for Annie Mitchum. And then you were talking about her conference stats of 195 points. She's currently ranked number 5 as best scorer here in the conference. And on the other side of the court, we have Ellie Rousseau on rank 3.
Top players here. Top reinforcements, rather.
That's going to sail out for Laksina.
We're slowly nearing that 20 mark here in set number 1. Spotless volleyball is key for both teams.
In the meantime, Norin Turing ready to serve here. 17-19. Mitchum again! Really targeting Rousseau here at the corner pocket. Skechers play of the set brought to you by Skechers. Comfort that Mitchum has been on a roll here, Jamie.
She has just been on point, and she's also very chill as well. Even if her team is down, she doesn't show that much emotion, which is good, I would say. She
You're right.
has that maturity. She has traveled the world to play volleyball, and the Akari local players are also just learning from her too.
Jamie, you can see her smiling all throughout the set. And then you move on to the other side of the court and you see Ces Molina with that very fierce game face.
Even Ellie as well. No one is smiling from Farm Fresh right now. Very competitive and laser focus we're seeing from Farm Fresh. Because you reach this far, you make it to the quarterfinals, and you don't want to end today.
We have another timeout here by Farm Fresh.
Point by point, it's the same points as in the beginning, okay? So we are where we need to be, point by point, and that's the battle. We need to understand what we're doing. We have a trouble ball that she's tipping. This ball is gonna drop under the feet. What am I doing on 4 meters? It's a different situation. Awareness for the situation. We're saving ourselves, okay? Got it? We're putting a triple block and do it in well. We have 1 for the tip, 5 for the tip, and this ball cannot fall under any circumstance.
Let's head on over to Tubo time, 116 points, and she's ranked #1 as of the moment for best spiker.
This is by far one of the best conferences for Trisha Tubu. You can see that Aloe and Trisha have almost mastered that tandem here in this reinforced conference. A lot of consistency that we're seeing from Trisha.
From the pipe! Even with the skills of Hazarena, she was unable to save that. And you can see here Coach Lodi, he said that's what he has been talking about here. We're going to have a timeout called by Coach T.
Andito si ano, di ba si... Dito tayo, pwede tayo. Ma-eliminate natin pareho to. Nagkakainin na yan. Pag wala, ito pa rin advantage natin. Commit tayo, Eddie. Tawag tayo, okay? Pero importante muna ngayon, tumasa tayo. Pasa natin, disiplina dito tayo. Okay, go. Okay.
Jamie, it's getting more and more intense here as Akari reaches the 21st marker.
You know, I could feel the energy between both teams, and Annie Mitchum at an 82% attack efficiency. Good numbers for Annie Mitchum, ever so chill. And as for the Farm Fresh Foxies, I would say they're looking a bit intense and tense here in set #1, which is very understandable. You want to always get the first set.
Now we're going to have our first ever challenge here. Now on the side of Akari, again, we had an unsuccessful challenge on the side of Coach a while ago now. It's a ball in, ball out there for Annie Mitchum's cross-court kill. Is it a ball in or a ball out? And it's just a 1-point game as of the moment. 20 markers for Farm Fresh Foxies, 21 with a carry. Let's take a look at this.
Okay.
Clearly out.
Yep, clear attack going outside from Annie Mitchum. One of the few errors that we've seen from Annie this game.
And a crucial one at that.
Yes.
On your screens, we have our reinforcements ready to fire it up a while ago.
That's Lindsay and Courtney Schwan, of course, hoping some friendly banter.
Talk about dinner again without the gameplay. That's gonna be in for Ellie Soyud.
What a spot. Target practice to zone 5 for the Akari Chargers. Just avoiding that wall of Alohi. They haven't been going down the line.
Oh! That's going to be a crucial error from Annie Mitchum. She has been delivering well here for Coach T, but again, that's going to cut the lead to a single point. Akari 3 points away from getting this set, but again, they're just 1 point up. Cruz to serve.
Ooh.
Oh! That's going to be an exchange of service errors. Both crucial, both impactful.
Yes.
Now Akari just 2 points away to grapple this entire set. Let's see where Fifi Sharma's serve will go, and that's gonna be a double exchange of service errors there from Mitchum and then from Sharma.
The pressure is definitely here for the quarterfinals between both teams.
Pressure is on Coach Lodi, reminding Bertolano to have her laser eyes focused here. Azareno will pop it up. Softer. Hardy to Rizzo! What a save by Hazareno. Mitchum from the pipe. Ball is still kept in play here. Bertolano will pop it up for Ellie. Off the block there from Ellie Soyud. Now they are tied at 23. A while ago, our first ever tie was at 15 points. Now it's getting more intense for tied at 23, Jamie.
Timeout Akari.
Okay, back to regular ulit tayo. Paghirapan natin itong last 2 points na to. Kapitan natin, okay? Pero kaya natin, hindi natin makita eh. At least, kung ano natin yun na kunin natin, isolate natin sa DDC. Pwede natin pareho.
Gagalaw ha!
Okay, last 2 points. Paghirapan natin to.
Kapit tayo!
Kapit!
Akari! Chargers!
On your screens, we have our coaches for the Petrogas Angels ready to fire it up for their Manila Classico in terms of volleyball here against the Creamline Home Smashers. Again, Coach Lee said kapitan daw itong last 2 points. But again, also on the other side of the Farm Fresh Foxies, it's also just 2 points away from getting this set number 1. Miraculously, that ball was saved. And that's gonna be unsavable on the side of Farm Fresh.
That's a smart setting decision by Mars Alba, giving Seth Domingo another opportunity to score.
24 out, 9. Bonifay.
We have Camille Victoria in.
The Chargers are now at set point. Serving for the set.
We have Bonifay with his very crucial serve. Akari at 24. Chance for Rousseau! And that is in! Looks like we've got an extended set number 1.
24 all here at set number 1. Sharp cross court from Ellie.
Rousseau with 7 points already. Crucial serve! Now Akari's gonna be here at their second set point. Getting so intense here. Live at the Big Dome. Well, the Chargers finally get this set. Oh! What a crucial move by Lorraine Turing. That's just her second point for this entire set.
And how timely. Going for that tip above Seth Domingo. How deceiving in a
She
low
looked
key.
as everybody was frazzled
Diving,
down on
yeah,
the floor, and then
right.
she puts out a smile.
Little grin. That's a bit too low.
Chance here for Tubo.
Oh!
Ball is kept in play. Laxina from the pipe. Turing will pop it up. Molina to the other side. Chance here for Sed. Right then and there.
Good setting by Bonifay. Activating Seth Domingo again. Smart plays from Akari here.
Third set point here for Akari Chargers. All eyes here on Sed Domingo. Hardy setting it up for Molina!
Molina of the Intel Black
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long, long game, and we're all here for it. Again, welcome to the day one of the PVL quarterfinals.
This is no surprise to us, Alexis.
Locals on fire as well. Saved Molina again! One-handed save by Hazareno. Battle by the net. Hazareno will pop it up for Mitchum. Soft. And they get that point.
Off the block for Annie Mitchum here in set number 1. Bump set 2. Annie was a bit too tight, but Annie's able to adjust and get the hands of Alohi.
Alba Sawyer back here inside the game. Fourth set point here for the Chargers. Oh! What an ending here for our first set of our first match of our first day for the quarterfinals. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. What can you say about Mars Alba's service ace fresh off the bat?
Smart play by Mars Alba and activating that ace early on here.
Now the score is 26-28 in favor of the Akari Chargers. Get ready for more set 2 action when we return on One Sports.
With Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion, stand out with a brighter skin that just glows. Look at that glow and show us that beautiful bright skin. Don't just be bright, be Vita Brighter. With Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion.
Back inside the heated Smart Araneta Coliseum again in a duration of 32 minutes. It was a long game. 28-26 in favor of Akari. Let's take a look at the set 1 highlights.
Now what a way to start off the quarterfinals between Farm Fresh and the Akari Chargers, but it did boil to the last moment of that game. Back and forth exchanges as well in terms of missing serves. But when Mars Alba entered the court after coming off the bench, she tallied that service ace in perfect timing to gain momentum entering set number 2, because they did have quite a few unforced errors, talking about Akari Chargers in terms of net violations. But take a look at the attacks, the disparity not too far, 15 versus 17. And in terms of attack efficiency, Farm Fresh with a 33% attack efficiency. And for the Akari Chargers, a 36% attack efficiency. And for both teams to not have that huge gap, I would say, in order for them to control the game, they have to lessen those unforced errors that happen from the start of the game and also at the last moments of that game.
Again, it's a do or die match. You wouldn't want to produce that much errors again. 10 for Akari, 8 for Farm Fresh. Hopefully they can reduce their unforced errors here to continue their momentum, because again, they were highly matched in attacks and even in aces. Mitchum leading with 10 points or so with 7 Set 2 here is underway. Get ready for another intense set here between the Farm Fresh Foxies and the Akari Chargers. Tubu to start the game here.
Starting set 2 for Farm Fresh serving Tubu.
Good receive by Ivy.
Fifi with that attempt. Bertolano will put it up for Ces Molina. Blocked. No go. Chance here for Akari in the likes of Annie.
Down the line.
Still on fire here. Continuing the roll from set number 1.
No, Annie Mitchum going down the line, targeting zone 5, just breezing through this game here. She has been the target as well for reception, but she's been giving Mars Alba such an easy task. But Alohi fooling Mars Alba from that 1-2 play.
Alohi has been taking one for the team ever since the first set here. Unreadable plays there. Molina to serve. Tied at 1. Alba to Soyud. Alohi will put it over to the other side. Gonna be another chance for Annie cross court. Still gets it. Whatever the zone is.
A lot of attacks have been passing by Ellie Rousseau here. Just right behind her, even when she's in the back row.
Let's not forget, she gave out a 30-point outing in her last match here.
That's the 3rd service error so far for Annie Mitchum.
Serving for Farm Fresh, Lisa Cruz.
Cruz. We're tied at 2. Decoy. Laxina blocked. Laxina's second attempt there. Stronger, but it's out. Now we have a report from Kyla Kingsu. What do you have for us, Kyla?
Jamie and Alexis, earlier I overheard you guys talking about our setters on court today and how they'll be approaching this do or die game. And well, I was wondering the same thing. And so I asked them, in a do or die game like this, where every decision is magnified, how do you choose which plays to trust and which to create on the fly? And for Farm Fresh, Alohi's answer was simple: trust in the rhythm they've built all season long with how we've been playing. She said, there's no reason not to trust no matter what, she said. Mars Alba, on the other hand, kept it short and precise. Kailangan mo lang maramdaman yung energy ng team. Every set, every touch, guided lang talaga by instinct and feel. Two very intelligent setters we have here, Jamie and Alexis. Let's see if they have some tricks up their sleeve for set 2.
Thank you very much, Kyla. You know, it's wonderful to hear that from both of the playmakers because, as Jamie said a while ago, has been relaxed here for Alohi, and she said to just trust the rhythm.
Yes.
As simple as that. And also on the other side of the court, yung instinct ni Mars Alba to give it to whoever she feels like is going to deliver.
Good coverage.
And that's going to be unsavable for Alba.
You know, and the setters of both team are basically the brains of the team. No matter what, they have to stay composed all throughout.
Nandito din si Annie. Nandito yung bola, wala na. Ngayon, pagdating sa hustle, kailangan tulong tayo. May papalo, cover tayo. Then, sistema, kailangan systematic tayo. Nakuha natin yung bola, cover natin. Itaas lang natin yung bola, huwag tayo magmadali. Okay? Nagmamadali tayo, matatapos yan, pero hintay lang natin.
In the first set, the Akari Chargers protected their 3-point lead all throughout. Had 4 points. That's some part of set number 1, but now it's the other way around. 3 points up, Farm Fresh, 5 serving 2. Ball is kept in play here. Hardy to Rousseau.
Oh! Sharp cross scored for Ellie Rousseau. And Farm Fresh, you can see that they're enjoying a bit more here in set number 2. Not as tense
as set number 1. But of course, the jitters are bound to happen during the quarterfinals, but you can see that they're back in action as we see Lady Beast in for the first time for Akari.
Let's see how things will change here as Coach Tina shuffled her cards. Lady Beast inside the court.
Good receive by Annie.
Fresh off the bat, gets that first point here for Akari.
That's a good warm-up kill, I would say, for Gretchen Soltones. Explosive approach, but just targeting that tip right behind Alohi.
Checking in with the rhythm here of the Akari Chargers. They won that first set without her. Let's see what she can add up here to the roster. Alohi to Rousseau. Softer one. Alba to Mitchum from the pipe, and it's gonna be unsavable for Bertolano.
Good speed, good height on that set, coming from Mars Alba to Annie Mitchum, and same target. Cess Molina, zone 6.
Four serving 6. Alohi will pop it up high for Rousseau. Blocked by Ellie. That's going to be a violation of 4 touches on the side of Farm Fresh. Cutting the lead now to just 1.
Farm Fresh unable to keep that lead here in set number 2.
5 serving 6. Alohi to Toring. So for that cross court. Another chance here for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Oh my.
Sharper angle for that.
Ellie Rousseau changing her attack. I mean, what a swing coming from Ellie Rousseau. But you can see the hustle of the Akari Chargers getting those attacks from Ellie, not giving her an easy time.
Oh! What a great read there from Alba. She didn't touch the ball.
You know, those are sequences that Farm Fresh need to sharpen. We're already in the quarterfinals. Court awareness is needed. The ring jumping a bit late.
You're right. And I love how she just laughed while she jumped. Antenna shook there. Another point for Akari again. This is the second set. You'd want to minimize on your unforced errors. Coach Lodi not happy with that one. We're tied at 7. That's going to sail out for Soyu. That's going to be an exchange of errors. Now Farm Fresh for the first time is up by 1 here for the first second time.
That's Jared Schnacky of the Signal Super Spikers.
Glad to see him here.
Yeah, game leader.
Yeah, that we're covering,
Yes.
Jamie.
For the Spikers turf.
Who is he supporting here? Plenty of players to support here for the Farm Fresh Foxies and the Akari Chargers. Strong serve there. Alba to Mitchum. Another chance here for the Chargers. Alohi will choose Tubu finally. And they get that 8 down the line hit.
You know, Trisha has been silent this entire match, and that is her first point of the match. She's usually the scoring machine for the Farm Fresh Foxies, and she needs to step up here in set number 2. Good reception by Annie, unfazed.
Alba to Soyud. And that's out.
Ball out.
Rousseau with 10 points already here. Battle by the net. Soltones. That's in.
A lot of swings have been passing through Ellie Rousseau in that same spot in between Zone 5 and Zone 6.
But Solano left frustrated with that.
Right. That's happened quite a few times.
Soltones with 3 points already, fresh from the bench.
Good hustle by Gretchel.
One-handed save there by Soltones to keep the ball alive. Has been here for the most crucial of times, Turing with her 3rd point here.
You need to see more activation from Turing. She only has 3 points so far. And this is how they will delay the blocking of the Akari Chargers. It can't just be Ellie.
Maintaining that 3-point lead. Mitchum, nobody there. Targeting that donut hole right in the middle.
Very late reactions in defense by the Farm Fresh Foxies. You could see Annie Mitchum already going for a tip behind that triple block. No urgency we're seeing on that defense.
In the meantime, 9 serving 11. Said Domingo with 2 points. Hardy, Krista from the pipe. Pop it up for Alba herself. Bartolano to Tubo.
Tina Sala trying to insert herself in that sequence.
Sabi niya, ako na nga lang. Again, that's 2 straight points here for Tubu. We'll have her produce more here.
Good set.
Hardy to Molina.
That's a good set by Alohi.
Leaving the Chargers space there with that intensity of a swing. Take a look at this replay. Good read. Gonna be another unforced error. They're still up by 3. 10 serving 13. Playmaker to serve. Alohi will choose Molina again. Alohi has been working like a spiker here. 6 points already for the Foxies coming from her.
No, and Alohi is just one of those thinking players. And they need that in terms of offense.
Kiki Sharma will answer back here for the Chargers. That's her 2nd point here for the entire match.
That's a quick side out for the Akari Chargers, not giving any momentum here to Farm Fresh. Only down by 3.
Mitchum with 14 points already here. Alohi will set it out for Rousseau. Mitchum gets that. Alba, the Soltones cross court. Bertolano was there. 1-2 play again for Hardy. Read by the Chargers. Soid for the kill. Ball is kept in play. Longest rally to Sharma. Decoy. Buhay pa rin. Late reaction, but that was saved. Oh, that was heartbreaking for Ces Molina.
The attack just slipping through the fingers of Ces Robles. But what a rally so far here in set number 2.
It's usually a metaphor, but we saw it here. It slipped through her fingers.
Good serve.
Hardy to Ellie.
Good dig by Justine.
Hustle by Hazareno. Ball is kept in play. Soyud. Softer. Bertolano will pop it up for Rousseau again. Who will Hardy choose? It will still be Ellie cross court. Sultanes for the kill. Still alive. Soyud. Oh! We have another chance here for the Chargers in the name of Sharma. Ses got it. Ellie for the kill. And she pants hard. Hiningal ang reinforcement ng Farm Fresh, but it's worth it to get that point.
The hard-fought sequence for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Ellie needed a breather after that one. Good exchanges, anticipation, court awareness by both teams.
Farm Fresh, 28 excellent digs in comparison to Akari, 17.
And the points of Fifi Sharma just racking up slowly here, already with 4 points. Smart decisions by Mars Alba.
Serving 15 here. We're just at set number 2. For our first day of our quarterfinals, Rousseau again with that sharp angle. And now again for the second time around, Farm Fresh on top for the second technical timeout. The first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup is happening from November 21 to December 7 at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Visit FIFA.com/tickets for more details, or you can watch it live via the Pilipinas Live app, One Sports Plus, and RPTV.
Rachel Andakis in attendance.
And support for her fellow Foxies. That's going to be Akari's point. And I'm still smiling, all set through. In the meantime, 14 serving 16. Robert Hardy will choose Rousseau. And there's also a donut hole on the other side of the court.
Rousseau activating for the first time here in set number 2, an off-speed attack for Ellie Rousseau. Just softening that sequence. Delayed defense by Lady Beast, as we have Caitlin Varai coming off the bench. Gonna play defense for Ellie.
Gonna cut their lead to 2. Soldones with 3 points, 3 attacks here. Playing for set number 2.
Good receive by Kate.
2 before that. Good save there by Soyud. Alba to Mitchum. Turing will pop it out for Tubu. Now for Molina. Alba will choose Annie yet again.
Annie jumping and approaching a bit too early from that set of Mars Alba. Farm Fresh up by 3.
Narrative has changed. Again, there was a protected 3-point lead with Akari on top last set, but now it's Farm Fresh here dominating with 3 points. Make that 2. As Annie Mitchum with that cross-court kill has been a classic since set number 1.
Already with 16 points.
Skechers play of the set brought to you by Skechers Comfort that performs. (16) serving 18. Akari down by 2.
Good
Set
serve.
Domingo.
That's-
Arito Molina.
Oh! Bullet!
Nobody was there.
Cesc Molina, game face on. Wasting no time. With some swag, we love that.
Answering back here is Fifi Sharma.
5 points so far. I mentioned this earlier in the pregame. Said Domingo and Fifi Sharma have elevated their game, all because of Mars Alba.
Yeah, but Janela here, seeing first-time action for the Farm Fresh Foxies. 1-2 play again, read by Hazareno. Mitchum, unsavable on the side of Bertolano.
Bertolano not ready for that sequence. That cross-court kill by Annie Mitchum. The lead is just down by 1. Ellie was able to get a bit of a breather coming off the bench now.
She needed that breather, Jamie. Hardy to Molina. Off the block.
6 points already for Cesc Molina.
Farm Fresh Foxies reaching their 20th marker here. 5 points away from possibly getting set number 2 as revenge here to the Akari Chargers. Strong serve. Mitchum. Bertolano finally gets that, but she shakes her hand out of pain. Ganun kalakas siguro yung swing ni Mitchum.
What a play by Mars Alba to Fifi Sharma.
Now at her 6th point here.
So Mars Alba using all her efforts. Already kneeling and pushing it to Fifi Sharma.
It's a neck-and-neck battle here at the Big Dome. Just a 1-point lead. Rousseau. Pop it up to the other side. Another chance here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Alohi takes one for the team.
Good hustle by Alohi.
Who will end this? Will it be Sharma again? Not yet. Turn for Ellie. Nazareno will pop it up high. Alba to Soltares. Targeting that corner pocket.
We are now tied at 20 here in set number 2.
We'll have a timeout called by Bush.
Ball from 2 meters off the net, they give it to us, okay, and we're wondering whose fault it is. Well, it's no one's fault, and that's the result. Guys, we start over. Let's go. Come on, come on. Those guys, they're outsmarting us, okay? They have more solutions. Now we have to match that up, okay? We know the environment, we know the territory, 2020, we know the deal. You don't make one more defensive.
I love the honesty coming from Coach Lodi. You know, he did mention that Akari is outsmarting his team. They have more solutions and they have those in-game adjustments. And this is why he wants his team to elevate their game a bit more and go back to the basics. Dig set spike. Alohi having to chase the balls, diving after each sequence, there needs to be better reception for Alohi.
Let's take a look at the recalibration of the Farm Fresh Foxies here. Be another win for the Akari Chargers. This tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastosil. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Again, talking about those in-game adjustments, we also saw Gretchen Sultan is really leading the pack vocally.
That's right.
Talking to Hazareno on which zones to guard.
You know, Akari right now, they're just so in sync. Justine being in the right spot at the right time. Just on point.
Different energy here with Gretchen Sultan is communicating with the entire team, and on the other side of the court, it says being vocal here to the players. Take a look at the leadership of both of these locals. That's going to be an honest mistake coming from Sharma. Crucial one at that. Now
Right.
Farm Fresh is at their 22nd marker. Crucial serve here for Pierre Abellana. Alba to Soltones!
Every single time.
She faked that big swing.
It's that approach that is so deceiving, explosive as ever in a split second, going for that tip. And she was coming off the bench earlier.
You're right.
And she's been in situations like this many times as one of the veterans for Akari.
Many times through. 22-all. Hardy will choose Turing. And they're going to answer back. Turing has been here at the most crucial moments. And has been giving the most crucial of points. Now they're at 23 points. Tubu is back inside the court here at the right pin. They haven't found a way to stop Sed Domingo
Yes.
from the middle.
Just smart plays by Mars Alba. We have a substitution here for Dina Salak. We've seen this in set number 1 as well. Victoria and Bonifay.
And they had quality minutes for set number 1. Bonifay was the one who was doing the playmaking before their set point, last set 1. Tubu! Oh! And that's gonna end that sequence. Akari now at set point yet again, but we're gonna have a timeout for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Let's go, guys. We've been there. We've been there. We know it. You have to think about about running it.
Focus on the next point. Okay, heads up, heads up. Next point. Tara, tulong-tulong ha. Let's go.
As you can see here, we have Sir Tony together with
President of PNBF.
current president Tony Boy Liao of PNBF. Bea Bonifay serving. And that's going to sail out. That's going to give another chance here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. But now we're going to have our challenge called by our Akari coaching staff. Very crucial challenge at that. And if you just tuned in here via One Sports or the Pilipinas Live app, we have a ball in or ball out challenge And the Farm Fresh Foxies and the Akari Chargers, they are tied at 24. It's anybody's game now. And clear as day, the ball was out. That's going to be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Tina.
24 on the first team to win by 2. Takes a set serving Ellie Russo.
Molina will attempt. Rousseau from the pipe. What a save by Hazareno. Sultanes will answer back. Bertolano will pop it up. Now the Tubu gets that one.
They need this. The Farm Fresh Foxies need this point here. And Trisha Tubu tying the game here in set number 2.
Farm Fresh, set point, serving for the set, Ellie Russo.
Farm Fresh at set point. Decoy, Sultanes. Oh, and the answer back. We're tied again. Again, we've had an extended set number 1, Jamie. It looks like another extended set number 2. Hardy to Molina! Coach Tina catches that ball.
You know, much needed for the Farm Fresh Foxies here. Says Molina, she was pumped up after that timeout and they need her for that leadership.
Kulang na lang talaga sa salang na si Coach Tina dito. Turing. Ooh, that's gonna sail out. That's gonna equalize our game yet again, tied at 26. Turing stepping out first. But again, she's given quality minutes, quality impact points here at the latter end of set number 2. Domingo with a serve. Hardy, back set
That's a
to
good set.
Tubu. Alba to Mitchum, and that is gonna sail. And that ball is checked for Mitchum.
A good timing that she's in the front row for the Akari Chargers, towering above that block of Farm Fresh.
Akari again here at set point. Ooh. Another equalizer here. We are tied at 27.
Oh!
That's
Untimely for Annie Mitchum and the Akari Chargers here.
Farm Fresh needs 1 more point to win the set.
crucial one. We're going to have a timeout here called by Coach T.
First attack natin, kontrolin natin. Okay? Once out of system, we have to cover. Okay? Pag na-recover natin, dahan-dahan lang ulit. Mag-make sure lang, this time, yung second attempt, and it should be automatic point na. Okay? Sige, pasa muna tayo maayos sa decent pass tayo. Let's go, let's go! Let's go!
Trisha Tubu serving for the set.
Farm Fresh at set point here. Mitchum. And that is checked in. Oh boy, this is going to be longer than set number 1. We are tied at 28. Rousseau at 14 points already. Mitchum with 19, Jamie.
So far, so good for Annie Mitchum.
Molina How about the Mitchum again? What a save by Bertolano. This is going to be another chance here for the Chargers. Will it be electrifying? And it's in for Akari. Now 1 point above, but we're going to have a challenge. Will it be ball in or ball out?
Let's see. On this cross court, ball in, ball out on Annie Mitchell.
We're feeling the intensity here of this do or die match. Our fresh Foxies at 28, Akari at 29.
That is inside for the Akari Chargers.
This might be one of the biggest upsets, Jamie. Top seed against bottom seed here in the bracket, but as you can see, not the first time for the Akari Chargers
You know,
to
for
face.
Akari, yes, Akari, they are on the bottom, but they have been gutsy this entire conference.
And with that, they also get set number 2, but at their 30th point. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be by the brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. What a play there by the Akari Chargers. Let's take a look at the scores. 26-28, 28-30, both in favor of the Akari Chargers. Might want to break through here with the Farm Fresh Foxies. Extended set 3 action when we return.
With Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion, stand out with a brighter skin that just glows. Look at that glow and show us that beautiful bright skin. Don't just be bright, be brighter with Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion. day one of the quarterfinals, 26-28 and 28-30 in favor of the Akari Chargers. From start to finish, you could feel the laser focus of the Akari Chargers. Mars Alba, Justine Hazareno, and of course Annie Mitchum and Fifi Sharma have been paving the way for the Akari Chargers. They have shared the load in terms of offense, and the spark plug, I would say, is Gretchen Sotones coming off the bench for Akari. And as for Farm Fresh, they need to step it up big time here, or Akari will move on to the next round. Let's talk about the set 2 stats here. 18 attacks for Farm Fresh and 22 for the Akari Chargers. And take a look at that. Akari actually tallied more errors with 9 errors in set number 2, but it's the attacks, the blocks that worked in their favor, and not just the timing of the blocks, the timing of the attacks helped the Akari Chargers, and the Farm Fresh Foxies needing to have a bit of a reset here entering set number 3 before it's a bit too late. The timeouts for Farm Fresh have been intense, and Alohi and Ellie and Trisha need to go back to the game plan, need to go back to the system of Coach Lodi. We had 12 deadlocks in set number 2, 8 lead changes that lasted in 36 minutes. As we see Gretchen Sotones starting here in set number 3. What a game so far for Gretchen Sotones, and when she entered set number 2, she had instant impact coming off the bench with those easy tips and just fooling and delaying the blockers of the Farm Fresh Foxies. What a treat we have to start the quarterfinals, Akari versus the Farm Fresh Foxies here in set number 3.
Start of the third set. First serve to the Chargers. Serving is Mars
How
Alba.
about the serve here as set 3 is underway? Molina. And the
That's a
first
block
point
point
is going to
for
be
Akari.
awarded to the Akari Chargers with 2 sets to their name. Can they get this in a sweep, or will we have an extended match here?
No, you don't want to push this game in extended. Akari, if they want to win, they have to win now.
Ellie Soyud off the block.
Strong start for Akari here in set number 3.
Soyud with her 6th point, together with Sharma with 7, Sultones with 8, and of course, Mitchum with 20. That's finally going to work for Cruz here. We'll need a lot more action for her. That's going to be her 2nd point for the entire match.
Need more activation from Cruz this match. Not a lot of output so far.
Very surprising outcome here. Tubu is still at 3 points, and we're at set number 3.
That's too tight.
Bit of a miscommunication on the side of Farm Fresh, but they're still fighting it through with the leadership of Hardy. But Mitchum's gonna get that one again for Akari. Nothing new.
Easy peasy here for Annie Mitchum. Take a look at this one more time. Justine Hazareno just being the backbone for Akari. Ever so reliable.
We have a live poll just below your screens on the Filipinos Live app, which reinforcement will dominate through. And as of the moment, Urso has 14 points in comparison to Mitchum's 21 markers.
You could see the frustration from Ellie earlier in set number 2. But you have to enter this set with a clear mind.
You're right.
Talking about the Farm Fresh Foxies.
They've been saying it again and again. They have to reset, but again, a lot of wasted opportunities. They had 2 set points to their name for set number 2. Or so. Mitchum was there. Back set to Soyud. No go. Another chance here from the pipe. Chance here for Ellie. Finally gets that one for her 16th point here for Farm Fresh. We're tied at 3, and it's set number 3 here.
Off the block for Ellie Rousseau here. Just
targeting the hands rather of Ellie Soyu.
One more activation coming from Riza Cruz. Alba to Soltones, cross court. Ball is kept in play here. Ellie ends it. Ball is in.
17 points so far for Ellie Rousseau. Attacking that cross court. Take a look at this one more time. Just actually Fifi Sharma a bit delayed on that block. Good eye by Annie Mitchum.
That's gonna sail out for Farm Fresh. In the meantime, we're tied at 4. Again, Akari has 2 sets already under their wing. If they win this, it's gonna be a clean sweep and a big upset over the Farm Fresh Foxies. Again, you see some miscommunication happening here. Lapses also in the coverage of Farm Fresh. See frustration on Tubu's face.
What a block.
Good serve.
Oh,
Right through the blockers. Ellie gets that one for the team. Now on her 18 points.
this is a build-up here for set number 3 for Ellie Rousseau. Not making it easy up against Gretchen Soltones.
Neck and neck, we're tied here at 5.
That's inside for Ellie Soyud.
7 points already here for Soyud. Not to mention all the gutsy plays and defense she's been playing since set number 1. Alohi will choose Rousseau. Mitchum was there. Alba to Soltones cross court,
Wow.
but Milano was too late.
Gretchen Soltones. She came off the bench in set number 2, and she has been that spark plug, that shining light for the Akari Chargers.
Imagine having to see your entire team win a set without you, and then you come into the picture and you're more unstoppable than ever. Alohi to Tubo. Finally,
outside.
that's outside. Hazareno celebrates with that one. She saw it. Now Akari again for the second time around. 8-5 technical timeout.
Welcome back to the PVL. We are already in set 3 of our first game for today's quarterfinals. Farm Fresh Foxies versus the Akari Chargers. And set 3, this is usually where the game speaks, not in words but in hustle to finally make this game theirs. And the thing is, on Akari's end, do-or-die games like these, they do have the experience to rely on from previous conferences. And aside from that, they have a reinforcement who is very much familiar with big games like this one. Annie Mitchum told me she usually does extra work, but she's pretty satisfied with how the team's prepared for this one, and it will be about being patient and resilient enough for it to pay off. And well, she does have a very special guest. Her dad is in attendance today, cheering her on and taking videos at that. She told me she plays her best when he's present. I also asked if he had any last words of advice for her, and she said she just wants to make her mark here. Now let's head to this challenge.
Definitely leading and leaving a mark here. Look at the dad of Annie Mitchum in full support of her. Watching and being here in the Philippines. We're glad to see family around here for the reinforcements. And again, again, what Kyla Kingsu said, everything she said was true. We've been talking about the hustle all match through because indeed it's the quarterfinals. They've already showed their skills, they've showed their power, their prowess. And take a look at this.
Ooh, that's outside.
It's a ball out for this challenge. But again, talking about the potential, they've already got it. It's about working hard, and we've seen them battle it neck and neck. Extended set points for set number 1 and set number 2. Let's take a look at how they will fight through the end here for our third set. So with that, that's in.
Yep, that's in for Ellie going down the line. And just looking at the stats, Alexis, Rousseau already has 19 points, but the rest are not in double digits. And so far, Trisha only with a 3-point production.
You're right. And you actually see Ellie really firing it up here for set number 3, because at the start of set number 3, I told you that Mitchum already had 20 markers and Rousseau actually only had 14. And now she's at 20 as well. So this 6 points were all just here for these past few minutes.
But it's crucial for Farm Fresh to activate the middle blockers. We need more consistency from Trisha Tubu. Just like that.
I told you, they haven't found a way to stop Domingo here right in the middle. She has been unstoppable there.
And that's all because of Mars Alba activating all her players, which is delaying the blocking of Farm Fresh. And Gretchen Sotones already with 8 points.
You're right on that. Kudos to Alba, as Sharma and Sultanes both have 8, Soyud with 7, and Mitchum with 21. That's going to be Akari's point.
Off the block, Mars Alba. We love that. Swag fest.
Yes. Spiker. That's funny. Now we have a timeout.
Yeah, one at a time, let's go.
We've not come so far to give up, guys. Okay? Especially to give up mentally, which has always been our strength. All right? So, everything we've got now. Everything we've got. Let's go.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
In the meantime, it's 11-7 here for set number 3. And we have 2 sets for Akari. And now they're up by 4. Sultanes, the spark plug, ready to serve. Hardy to Molina. And that's going to be in. Mitchum was unable to save that one. Tallying Molina's points, she's got 8 for the team. 20 markers for Rousseau. And 6 for Robbins Hardy. And other than that, Cruz and Tubu having 3 points. Putting it up for Tubu. Alba read that. Mitchum. That's going to be a solid block point from Trisha Tubu. We've been waiting for her all match long because, again, she's ranked number 1. This Tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Lactosil, Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon.
There's a touch on that one.
I want to talk about the rankings as of the moment as we're here in the quarterfinals. Trisha Tubu is ranked number 1 as of the moment with a 39.53% efficiency. And ranked number 2 is Annie Mitchum. And also followed by Ellie Rousseau at 4. So again, we're talking about Farm Fresh being at the top of almost every statistic here. But we're seeing the opposite of it as of the moment.
No, and Trisha currently number 1, like you mentioned. But in this match, only tallying 4 points so far. a low production for Farm Fresh. And they need her big time.
Farm Fresh is also ranked #1, currently as the best spiking team. And right by that point, Ali Russo gets that zone number 5.
Russo already with 21 big points.
We'll have a timeout here called by Coach T.
Huwag natin pabayaan yung advantage natin. Yung meron tayo ngayon, kailangan lang concentrate tayo dun sa ginagawa. Which is block tayo, automatic. Lahat ng bola, kunin na natin. Hindi natin malalaman kung ano magiging result ako. Hindi natin itatry lahat ng galaw. Save natin lahat ng bola. And yun. Huwag natin madali. Halfway! Let's go! Let's go!
Again, sabi nga ni Coach T, they were up by 4. Now it's cut down to just a single point lead. They shouldn't let this go if they want to win as cleanly as a sweep here for set number 3. Tubu to serve with 4 points here for this entire match. Alba back set to Soyud. Good hustle there by Hardy. Alba to Mitchum, cross court. Tubu will save that one. Chance here for the Farm Fresh Foxies. Put it over to the other side. Hazarena will pop it up for Alba herself. Ball is kept in play. Annie will try to end things. Still alive. Annie again. Tubu was there by the corner. Russo from the pipe. Saved by Soyud. Sharma with a tip. Longest rally so far here at set number 3. Who will end things? Alba to Mitchum. What a save by Bertolano.
That's inside.
That's inside. But with frustration of Cesarina, she was contesting that was 2 touches on the side of Akari. And there, we have that challenge.
Challenge will be called for Farm Fresh. Ball in, ball out challenge.
Hello here, Robin Hardy, talking with the line ref, clarifying things with the last sequence. Let's take a look at this. It's a ball out.
Outside.
That
Point
is
for Farm Fresh.
going to be a successful challenge here for Coach Lodi, who has been intense and on fire because, again, like what Kyla Tingsu said, he's had sleepless nights thinking about this crucial
he
do or
dreams
die
of
match.
this.
He's dreamt of this.
It's an untimely error by Trisha. 3 missed serves so far.
Tubu will take a back seat. Janela is back here inside for Coach Alessandro. Alba serving. This is going to be a chance for the Chargers. Decoy, Mitchum. Nobody was there. That's going to be her 22nd point.
Annie Mitchum just providing a lot of consistency. And she's just been so reliable for the Akari Chargers this entire conference. And making it easy for Mars Alba.
So
Off
from
speed.
the pipe, off speed.
That's Ellie's. Those off-speed attacks are for Ellie Soyud. Take a look at this one more time.
The ball's gonna get spicy as both reinforcements are now at 22 points. Says Molina. Ooh! That spike attempt from Alohi. Now with a tip. Russo gets that one for Farm Fresh.
We're 14-all now here in set number 3.
Has been the same storyline since set number 1. We've always been tying at 14, at 15. Probably gonna tie at 21. In the meantime, Ces Molina with 8 attack points. It's a do-or-die set for this do-or-die match for the Farm Fresh Foxies. They've been on top
Ooh, that's too tight.
for the entire preliminaries. Let's see if they can stay here on top. That's in! For Ellie Russo.
They finally have the lead here in set number 3, and Ellie finding the open pockets of defense against the Akari Chargers.
And no matter what lead, it's still a lead. This single point should be protected for the Farm Fresh Foxies if they want to extend this one. Mitchum apologizing to Alohi, but they get that one. Now we're tied at 15 again.
15-all is our score here. Annie Mitchum going for a tip this time. Janella a bit too late.
Folks, if you just tuned in, this is set 3 already. Mitchum's going to take a back seat for now. Laksina entering the frame here for our third set. Had a single point from set number 1. Let's see what her fresh legs could do here for Coach T. Rousseau again, cross court, targeting Solbones right then and there. And now for the second technical timeout, Farm Fresh on top by 1. Back here in the big dome in the heart of Araneta City. We're here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum just for your first match. It's just your first match of our long quadruple matchup here for our quarterfinals. Soyud finally getting that one for the team, now on her 8th point.
See the stats here for the Akari Chargers. And Soyud already with 8 points, Sotonis with 8, Sharma with 8, Domingo with 6, and Annie Mitchum with 23 points, and Mars Alba just spreading out the offense evenly. There needs to be more production for Farm Fresh.
Alba to Soyud again! That's gonna be back-to-back points for Ellie Soyud.
Ellie Soyud, she's needed here in set number 3, being one of the veterans. And she has improved all conference long, finding that open window in between that block.
They might be at the bottom seed, but it's not going to be their first quarterfinals. Gutsy play. But Hardy has been taking one for the team.
Yes.
Firing it out from all cylinders, not just doing the playmaking here. She's now at 7 points.
That's a high production as a setter.
Yeah. Soyud again. Will this be a 3rd point from her? Back set to Tubo. Alba was there. Shots here for Soyud again.
Over the block,
All
Take a
players.
look at that.
10 points, already in double digits. Talking about Ellie Soyud and her team just jumping up and down after that one.
Crazy 3-0 run just by Soyud herself. Now Akari's up by 1.
Ooh, that's too tight.
Alba will choose Soltones. Off the block with that swag against Tubu. What a celebration here. Skechers play of the set brought to you by Skechers. Comfort that performs. We'll have a timeout here for Farm Fresh.
Keep going. So if Soyuz scores 2 balls, which he can do, of course, don't change anything. Now let's not start moving our arms, waving and freaking out. Stay composed and let people come to you, okay? Let people come to you. Remember to go high hands, all right? Use all the different shots. Good timing, all right, let's go.
Together, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Still serving Ellie Soyu.
Tight-knit game here. Akari 19, Farm Fresh 17. Alohi to Rousseau. Nazareno saves that one. Alba to Sultanes again. Laser eye focus. Tubo for the kill! Sinalo na naman ni Coach Tina. Coach T telling everybody, mag-usap. It's just 1 point. Abellana again. Always here at the most crucial parts. 18-19. Alba to Sultanes, powering that through.
Just simple attacks for Gretchen Sultanes off the block.
She's got a breather. Mitchum is back here inside the court, ready to fire it all up. It's their 20th marker here in the third set. Could possibly get this in a clean sweep. Ooh.
Untimely error by Gretchen Sultanes.
Coach Tina telling everybody, tuloy lang yan. Again, they're still up here by a single point. 19 serving 20. Putting to serve. Alba will choose Mitchum, fresh from the bench. And still as powerful as a while ago.
And the Akari Chargers just 4 points away of finishing this match in 3. Perfect timing, Annie Mitchum in the front row.
You see the Farm Fresh Foxies here. They're doing their best to gain their composure.
Right.
Russo from the pipe. Powerful, but Gretschel saves that one. Mitchum targeting cross court. Battle of the reinforcements. That's gonna be out. Akari Chargers jumping up and down here by the bench.
They will call for a block touch challenge. And this is on the back row kill of Rousseau.
This is going to be crucial. Could possibly lead to their 20th marker. Again, Akari is 22. 3 points away from getting this entire match. Is there a block touch?
No block touch, clear swing going outside.
Successful challenge there for Coach Lodi. He's trying to keep his cool here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. 22 serving 19. And that's going to be a service ace from San Domingo. Again, she has been the most impactful at the most crucial of times.
How timely against Ellie Rousseau. Akari just moments away of winning this match. It's now or never for Farm Fresh.
It's all in the hands of the veteran, Celine Domingo. Akari with Tubo with that one! Finally answering back here for Farm Fresh.
And 6 points.
I saw her breathe right through it for that strike.
Trisha?
Yeah.
And that's what she does need to do. Inhale, exhale.
You're right. Breathe through it.
Good receive by Annie.
Just as quickly as that, Akari Chargers now at match point. Let me review the PVL fans. This is the first knockout match in the quarterfinals, and Farm Fresh is looking for a breakthrough against the determined Akari Chargers, who's really excited to get another run to the semis and also to grab their first ever gold. We'll have a timeout here for Coach Alessandro Lodi, possibly the last one.
Okay, masyado mataas. Kalma muna. Akin yan. Okay. Sige. Serve and pass. Advantage tayo. Tatlo spikers natin. Ikaw bahala. Tiwala kami sa'yo. Okay, when attack, out to cover. Pero at least ito, first attack, drill natin to. Point agad! Let's go!
Looking at that huddle, Rachel Soltones almost in tears, being overwhelmed by the possibility that they can get through. Again, they were at the bottom rankings of the preliminaries. The Farm Fresh Foxies had 7 wins to their name, and now it looks like the ball is gonna turn upside down. Will that be the final point? And it will! Akari Chargers entering their ticket here to the semi-finals. All-in celebration. Take a look at the sequence. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Jumping up and down, all celebration here as they get this win in this do-or-die match.
What a 3-set victory for the Akari Chargers, and what a game for Annie Mitchum. From start to finish, they were consistent, they were alert, and they were more sharp with their movements and their actions. And as for the Farm Fresh Foxies, I think maturity is what they need a bit more. Growing pains, moving forward, going back to the drawing board and see what they need to work on a bit more. But what a victory for the Akari Chargers.
Let's take a look at the scores. 26-28, 28-30, 21-25. We had an extended set 1 and set 2 with 32, 36, and 30 minutes in that playing match. What a hustle by the Akari Chargers. Again, they were at the bottom all throughout the preliminaries, but here they come out on top. Now, the player of the game who shined the best, Kyla Kingsu had. And there you have it, Kyla Kingsu for our player of the game. And again, we have Kyla Kingsu with a reinforcement who shone and gave the best here for the Farm Fresh Foxies.
Yes, here with me is Ellie Rosso of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Ellie, I know you're quite emotional, but you guys put up a great fight out there in this entire conference. I want to ask, what are you going to miss the most in this entire experience here in the Philippines?
To be honest, I'll miss everything. It was an amazing experience for me. I really gave my everything. I tried to help the team to win this league or try to do something, but it didn't work out. But thank you for everything for everybody. It was like everything was great for me. Thank you.
We are so grateful, Ellie. Thank you for sharing your time and your talents to all of us here. Maybe you'd like to greet some of your fans, the Farm Fresh fans as well, and just the entire Philippine community.
Yeah, so like I said already, thank you so much to the fans. I hope Farm Farm Fresh can start keep growing, and to all the people who come watch the games, it's nice to see volleyball live so great here, and maybe we see each other again.
There you go, Ellie Rousseau of the Farm Fresh Foxies. Thank you once again, and congratulations still on the season. We'll be back after a short break.
Again, we saw Rousseau give her best wishes here. Now again, the scores is 26-28, 28-30, 21-25. And what a game has it been, Jamie, as we saw in a clean sweep. Akari took everything to their name to just redeem everything that they've lost here in the preliminaries. Let's take a look at this player. This Babad player of the game is brought to you by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family, only with Devon.
And what a game for the Akari Chargers. A laser focus, like we've been mentioning this entire game, and they deserve this.
And now let's turn it over to Kyla Kingsu.
Here with me is our player of the game, Justine Hazareno. And of course, with a very adorable Austin, always camera ready. Justine with 21 excellent digs, 10 excellent receptions, and 71% receiving efficiency. Big congratulations to you, Just, and to the entire Akari Chargers. Very happy with this win, Just. You guys came out strong, very ready for this game. What clicked talaga para sa team ngayon and sa mga preparations nyo? Ano yung mga nag-pay off?
Pinagkatiwalaan lang namin yung sistema ni Coach Tina and yung bawat isa. Yun po yung naging key.
Just this was a tough game, kahit na straight sets, long rallies, crazy saves. Ano yung mga in-game adjustments nyo that made the difference?
Siguro yung mag-stick lang kami sa kung ano yung pattern namin and kung ano yung pinaghandaan din namin sa training. Yun po.
Just, I know you and the Akari Chargers, you've been through a lot. What does it mean for you to make another semi-finals run?
Ito yung panghuhugutan namin. It will build our momentum going to our next step, next goal, which is semi-finals. Yan po.
There you go. And now, is there anyone you'd like to greet? Go ahead.
Binabati ko po yung mom ni Circus, Lola Rosario. Happy birthday. Hazareno family, Mandado family, Dimaano family, Circus, and sa management po ng Akari, and sa teammates ko and coaches. Thank you!
There you go. Thank you so much, Just, and congratulations to you and to the Akari Chargers, and welcome to our PVL Reinforced Conference Semi-Finals! Let's wrap this up.
There you have it. A ticket to the semifinals for the Akari Chargers, together with their good luck charm, baby Austin, with mommy Austin Hazareno. Let's talk about the match highlights.
And Justine Hazareno provides just a lot of consistency for the Akari Chargers. Mars Alba not needing to move too much, and Mars Alba having a lot of options in terms of firepower. Gretchen Sultan is coming off the bench, Ellie Soyud, and of course the reinforcement in Annie Mitchum, showing no fear from start to finish. They controlled the pace of that game. Let's talk match stats here. 75 points and 83 for the Akari Chargers. You can see the disparity in terms of attacks. 48 versus 56. And take a look at that. Akari actually tallied more airs than Farm Fresh, but they did have 5 more blocks compared to the Farm Fresh Foxies rather. And they just stayed composed all throughout. As for the Farm Fresh Foxies, they were unable to find a spark plug, not enough coming from Ellie, from Tess Molina, and also Trisha Tubu.
What a matchup it has been. Again, that's just your game 1 only. You have 3 matchups ahead of you today here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Akari Chargers takes the first win here for our quadruple matchup in the likes of Annie Mitchum with 25 points. And now let's take a look at our second matchup up ahead. It's the Green Line Cool Smashers going against the Petro Gas Angels. Again, Alexis Tinsay at your service together with Jamie La Victoria and Kyla Kingsu. Up next, Cream Line and Petro Gas.